News tonight about the American economy, prices, and jobs. Home Depot revealing plans to raise some prices because of President Trump's tariffs. Executives announcing the decision after quarterly sales reports came in lower than expected. And John Deere says it will lay off more than 230 employees at 3 factories because the demand for equipment is down, calling it, quote, a challenging time for many farmers.
So I'm here at Home Depot getting some stuff for the move we just did, and saw something very interesting. If you think the tariffs aren't affecting things, and you think the recession's not coming, and you think prices aren't changing, I just saw Home Depot and the DeWalt reps raise something by $100. They went from $249 to $349. They said it's their biggest seller, and they said it's not the only thing that's going to change in price today. So May 1st, everything's changing, and it's not just DeWalt.
All right, Trumpers, come and get me. Hey, listen, Home Depot, Walmart, and Lowe's has just come out now saying that they're probably going to be raising prices. You can Google this shit yourself. This is great. I'm so excited. I hope shit goes through the fucking roof, son. I hope your shit gets so expensive you have to work a fucking second job for putting that criminal in the White House. And by the way, a backstabber, because that's exactly what he did. He played you and he manipulated you to vote for him, and now all this shit is going up, and I can't wait. I hope your fucking gas gets so expensive you got to take a fucking loan out to damn buy gas. That's what I hope happens to you Trumpers, because you guys did this, and I love it, because this is only going to get better. And the shit show that's probably going to go down on January the 20th when that big bitch hits that office and he starts signing executive orders and your shit starts going up the next day. Dude, this is going to be great. And you did it. You fucking did it. And I love it. And I'm going to rake your ass through the coals every day on this fucking app until they take this son of a bitch down. And your worst fucking nightmare is going to be when they leave this son of a bitch running, because the person you're going to see is my happy ass every day on this motherfucker. So, thank you, MAGA. I hope all this shit goes up, because I can't wait.
Which one do we even go for? Are we even going for the one that we'll put in our mouths and say we are eating food, or we are going for every single cost price that is going high every single day, all in the name of tariffs? Like, which one do we even survive on? Let me know what you think in the comment section, guys, because if you do not know, Home Depot is raising or rewriting their price. And it is sad that a lot of people are going through a lot already, and getting these things at affordable prices is now going high. What's up with this tariff? Why this man keep bringing these tariffs? Anyways, hi guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonia, and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If it's the first time tuning in, do it, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments. Lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, with that being said, let's dive right into this video. So a lot of people have actually been complaining about Home Depots raising prices, and they've actually been reacting to it. I have a lot of videos for you guys to catch up so that you guys can actually see that Americans are worried, Americans are furious, Americans do not even know where they are going to be putting their head for now. Because if you're thinking that this one is going high, the next time another thing is actually coming. Anyways, let me go out and roll out the clips for you guys, and then I'll be back with commentaries.
Hi everyone. So the much anticipated retail earnings for the week have started with Home Depot reporting today, and they missed on both sales and earnings. And this is the first time since 2014 that they have fallen short on both revenue and earnings. So what on earth would cause their stock to bounce today? Well, amid a rough performance for Q2, they held to their annual guidance. So how realistic is this? They have a same-store sales growth target for the year of 1%, and with Q1 at down 0.3% and Q2 now at 1%, this means for the balance of the year, they have to grow at 1.65%. This indicates that the company is still waiting for a greater pickup in home improvement activity. And their CFO specifically said that a deferral mindset, which is deferring projects during times of uncertainty, is what has hindered their performance to date. Also in their guidance, they are anticipating a gross margin of 33.4%, while their year-to-date gross margin is 33.58%. They've also indicated that they will not be changing their pricing approach, which is not to pass any tariff-led inflation on to consumers. So my 2 cents is that with the tariff inflation coming through, there is no way they will hold their margins in the back half. Also, with continued uncertainty, it is highly unlikely that they will see an acceleration in sales in the back half. So my 2 cents is that because they held guidance, some capital shifted their direction as uncertainty popped in other sectors of the market. But the guidance seems a bit out of reach with what they'll have to do, both on the top line and the bottom line. Let me know your thoughts.
Once you think the Florida Republicans cannot get any worse, they are here to prove you wrong. They are digging that hole by themselves with their bare hands. They are out there stupidly to outdo their stupid. So let me tell you what they did within the last 5 days. The Florida Republicans created their own merch. It says Deport Depot. I wish I was kidding, but these are the Florida Republicans, and they ain't worth shit in the state of Florida. Now, the reason why the Florida Republicans created this is because Ron DeSantis decided to dub his new detention center Deportation Depot. How catchy. Now, it wasn't enough for them to do alligator Alcatraz t-shirts and mugs. They decided to roll out the Deport Depot. But what they did was that they mimicked the retail giant's logo, Home Depot. And let's just say that Home Depot, even though they mostly vote Republican, were not happy at all. Within 2 days of them rolling out this ugly ass merchandise, Home Depot told them to remove it from the digital storefront and accused the Florida GOP of copying its trademark blocky stencil font and the bright orange gear without its permission. And the director of public affairs, Sarah McDonald, said, "We don't allow any organization to use our branding or logo for their commercial purposes." I am quite sure there are Trumpers and DeSantis lovers out there that really wanted to get a hands on those cups. And you guys are asses. But this clearly shows you the lack of empathy that the Republican Party just continues to demonstrate. Vote blue.
70% of what is being imported into US, especially when you're regarding home decors and every other stuff, 70% is coming from another country. And it is sad enough that the US president keep improving or increasing tariffs without even considering the fate of the citizens. Anyways, a lot of people will come to my comment section and tell me that, yeah, what he's actually doing is just the best thing. Like I said, I stand a chance to be corrected. Who am I to correct the Mr. President and tell him how he can actually rule his country? But if these tariffs keep going and these people that are trying to import things down to Americans then keep importing, who do you think that it is going to suffer more? In subsequent videos, we've seen it that the citizens are suffering more than people that are actually doing the importation stuff. Now, a lot of people cannot feed, a lot of people cannot do a lot of normal things that they do normally on their daily basis. And if Home Depot is now trying to like increase another rate of whatsoever that they are doing just because of the tariffs that is being launched out, then tell me what becomes of the citizens. Anyways, let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. I'll go ahead and roll out other clips for you guys, but if I have not thanked you guys, I want to say thank you so much for 1,840 subscribers. I really appreciate, and you guys rock. Thank you for always coming to support me. And yes, let's go right into this video. I'll be back with commentaries.
Hey, are you worried about drug prices? If you are, I want you to watch this short conversation. This is a Fox News host, of course, and this is Stephen Moran. He is an advisor to Donald Trump. They're talking about the 200% tariffs that the Trump administration is threatening to put on pharmaceutical goods from other countries. 200%. I mean, I guess because drug prices are so affordable already in this country, right? Just watch.
Well, now, one problem, though, that I can think of, the president today is suggesting that we may have 200% tariffs on pharmaceuticals, and it's going to take a long time for the domestic production of pharmaceuticals to replace those that are now produced abroad. What do you do in the interim? I mean, how will that 200% tariff interfere with our ability to get pharmaceuticals that cannot be made sufficiently in sufficient numbers now domestically?
Such a reasonable question, right? sure he has a reasonable answer.
Well, it'll create the incentives for industry to accelerate the timeline and to move things
but
forward.
what about
and I think
now?
that'll be,
That's the problem, because if we have 200% tariffs on pharmaceuticals right now that take years to develop the domestic capacity to grow, what do we do in the meantime?
Well, what you do in the meantime is you make it easy for industry to invest and to build the facilities they need to do the domestic manufacturing.
Breaking news, they have no plan. Boosting pharmaceutical tariffs is going to create incentives for them to build pharmaceutical companies here in the United States. Getting rid of FEMA is going to create incentives for states to take care of themselves after a disaster. Getting rid of all the migrant farm workers is going to create incentives for Americans to work in the fields. Capping graduate student loans at $100,000 is going to create incentives for universities to charge less for college. Really, they said that. This administration has created an incentive for me to give them a new slogan, and it is, they don't have a plan. They know how to tear down, they don't know how to build. But mostly they know how to take money away from working class Americans and give it to the rich ones while pretending they're not. It's quite a trick.
U.S. tariffs are now affecting prices at a major big box store. Home Depot warning customers prices are going up.
Large American retailers like Home Depot want to keep similar prices on both sides of the border. So as they raise prices in the United States, we're going to see that spill over.
Economists believe we will feel a ripple effect here in Canada. About half of Home Depot's inventory comes from foreign suppliers. Much of that is subject to tariffs. The company had said they were hoping not to raise prices, but after their latest quarter results, the company admitted they may have to act to mitigate the effects of the tariffs.
So don't look at this as news. Just think of this as straight comedy. So a certain someone's biggest supporter that has deportation checkpoints set up right outside its doors announced price increases due to the T word. I can't say it, but you know. Comedy. Fuck around and find out. Y'all have a good day.
In some of my research, because I also want to know about the current prices and how things is actually affecting a lot. And it says a lot has really changed and it has really affected people, as people can no longer afford most of the things that they can afford. The Home Depot stock HD was priced around $412.60 as of August 22, 2025, which has significantly increased from its 52 weeks low of $326.31. Why this significant? Before price, depending on the time frame, the stock has shown strong performance with a 9.90% increase over the past year and a 13.81% increase over the last 3 months. Current price $412.60 as of August. Comparison, 52 weeks low was $326.31. That is a whole big difference of over 100 or getting to $100 difference of increase. And this is really crazy, guys, just to be honest. And one annoying part of all of these things is once they increase, they do not go down. Instead, they keep increasing. It has increased with 9.90% over the last 1 year. That is really sad. Let me know how situation of things is on your own end, because honestly, we don't know the next one that we're going to be expecting. If we're already expecting and seeing this from Home Depot, that means a lot is still going to come. Americans are already worried. Americans are already furious. Americans are already troubled. So like I keep saying, it is sad that all these things just keep piling up at the same time. Is it that we just saw that a particular plague has been bumped into the air, or we're seeing one increase or the other? If we're seeing from grocery, we're seeing from beef, we're seeing from eggs, we're seeing from clothes, we're even seeing to the point of Even the clothes they give out to charities, putting out ridiculous, expensive prices, to now home decor. We do not know what next to expect, to be honest. And I feel so bad, and it's sad as well at the same time. But let me know what your opinion is in the comment section. Do you think this is going to go down soon? Do you think these tariffs that the honorable president is actually putting is the best decision that he's making? Let me know as well in the comment section. I would really love to get your thoughts. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. And yes, with no further ado, let's say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Don't touch the dial. Bye for now. I love you. Mwah.